to help you. So let's do a little remembering on how to access code.org since it's been a little bit of time. Okay, so the first thing that we do is we go to Rapid Identity and we have to remember what our username and password, I'm sorry, what our password is rather through code.org. And we made in Google Drive a special folder. We called it fifth grade folder, fifth grade technology rather. It's in your Google Drive. And in the Google Drive, it's the fifth grade tech folder is what it's called. We had a passwords document right in there. And so Jovi is my dog, and he right now is chilling out on the couch. I don't know if you can see. But so his username, his password rather, is stood_have. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to remember that that is the password. To access the coding program, we go to Canvas. We go to fifth grade technology. And we scroll down until we find our class. So if I'm in Mrs. Kreider's class, I would click on Kreider. We'll look for Jovi. That's my dog's name, but you would obviously click on your name and paste in that password. Stood_have. Make sure there's no spaces. If there was a space, that wouldn't work. So make sure there's no spaces. Obviously, there's a space between stood and have, but no space at the end. And click sign in. We're going to be looking today, guys, at lesson 9, which is only 7 levels, and 2 of those levels are videos. So a lot of you will maybe finish all 7 levels of lesson 9. At the end of lesson 9, there are some challenge problems that I'd love you to try and maybe even complete all of them if you can. Let's look at the video.
You wouldn't even qualify for the race if you don't have people that are proficient in computer sciences because of how much data the cars collect and the necessity to be able to have people that can write programs to figure out how you can continue to build performance. In these puzzles, you'll be an artist that uses a pencil to draw different shapes, so wherever your artist goes, it will draw a line behind them. To move around the canvas, you'll use the Move Forward block. Here, the Move Forward block says move forward by 100 pixels. When we hit run, what happens? The artist moves forward a certain amount, and that amount is 100 pixels. Pixels are basically very tiny squares on your computer screen. The other block we have in this puzzle says turn right by 90 degrees. And when we drag that out, that makes our artist turn a certain amount. So you can play around with how far you want the artist to turn. This is a 90-degree turn. And this is a 120-degree turn. And remember, you can change these values by clicking the arrows next to the numbers for pixels and degrees. Enjoy drawing with your artist.
You can see there's a lot of really cool art you could draw and create. Remember to scroll down until you see the continue button, and when you click on it, the level 1 turns green. Now we're on level 2. Level 2 is really fun because there's nothing you have to get correct. You just get to experiment with level 2. So no matter what you put in, it's going to be considered correct. Here it says, hi, I'm an artist. You can write code to make me draw almost anything. Play with the blocks in the toolbox to see what they do. Okay. So let's say I wanted to, I don't know, make a square. Maybe I would move forward by 100. Let's start by picking a color. Let's make it red. No, let's make it a random color. Random color. So I'm going to move forward by 100. That would take me over here. Then I'm going to turn right by 90 degrees. If I repeated that 4 times, I would get a square, I think, right? Forward, right, forward, right, forward, right. Let's see how it looks. Every time it's a random color. But what if after I do my square, I turn left, and jump forward. And then repeated maybe a random color, forward 100. What if I made one square a random color, then I turned left, jumped ahead, and made another square? Let's see what happens here. That's what jumping does. So now I've got two squares. So the jumping feature, you can jump forward or backwards. You can adjust the degrees, but I want you guys to experiment a little bit with what you could create here in level 2 using some of these different tools. When you're done with that, you just click finish and continue. And keep going through lesson 9. Now, lesson 9 has eventually some that you have to actually get correct, and go through one level at a time. When you do get to the lesson extras, oh, looks like there's no lesson extras. I thought there were. Oh, here we go. Level 7, there's challenge problems. Try to do as many of these as you can, if not all of them. And when you're done, you can go down and begin lesson 10. Awesome. Help each other out, boys and girls. Have fun, be creative, and happy coding.